What happened on the red carpet at the Bet Awards? The last scene of a Tyler Perry drama. Security was rushing, wigs were almost flying, and Claressa Shields looked like she was ready to compete in a whole different weight class. And guess who was right in the middle of all this chaos? Papoose. The walking relationship goal turned emotional disaster magnet. What did Remy see that caused her to go from rap royalty to a mugshot moment in less than 90 seconds? Or is there more to this bet bombshell than anyone is willing to acknowledge? The way it happened in Chile wasn't just messy, it was legendary. Stay right here because we have the full breakdown. The betrayal, the dragging, the arrest, and why. Fans are claiming that Papoose may have wanted it to happen. So grab some popcorn and hold on to your nerves because what happened at the Bet Awards has everyone on the internet trembling like Remy Ma's last nerve. It began as a glamorous night of black excellence, glittering gowns, and overhyped performances before turning into the Royal Rumble Celebrity Edition. One moment, Claressa Shields was posing on the carpet, exclaiming, "I'm the champ," in the bright energy, and the next Remy Ma came storming through like a Bronx hurricane. And before anyone could say security, wigs were being tested, microphones were flying, and bet producers were perspiring more than Usher in a confessional. But let's go back a bit because it wasn't just a random altercation between two celebrities. Under the surface, it was personal, calculated, and waited a while to be scripted. At the center of it all, you guessed it, Papoose. The man who was once known as the most loyal husband in hip-hop. But after the events of the past year, fans are now wondering if he was always loyal or if he was loyal to hiding the truth. Here's the tea. For months, there have been rumors that Claressa Shields and Papoose have been getting cozy behind the scenes, including soft launch Instagram stories, secret boxing sessions, and one suspicious trip to Turks and Caicos that neither of them can explain. Remy, who has always been private about her personal life, has stayed mostly silent until now because what allegedly sparked this full-blown bet brawl was something no woman ever wants to witness firsthand. Her man holding another woman, security, tried to intervene, but according to sources, Remy was acting like she was back in prison. Elbows flying, heels still on, acrylics intact. And suddenly Claressa went from being guad to getting hooped on a Tuesday bet. Remy entered the room on Papoose and backstage alone in midlife, looking way too comfortable. Claressa had her hand resting on his chest, saying, "I know this is mine now." And then the Bronx came out of him faster than a drill beat at a DJ battle. In 4K with captions, fans are now demanding to know how we got here. To understand this best blowout, we need to go back to the beginning. Remy Ma and Papoose were once thought to be unbreakable. She was in prison, and he held her down like the last good man on earth. They became the epitome of loyalty and black love, standing tall through it all. However, then the cracks appeared. Initially, the rumors were quiet, like whispers in the wind. One fan even took a screenshot of what they claimed to be Papoose saying, "Fire, fire, fire, fire," under one of Claressa's bikini posts, then deleted it 2 hours later. Remy, of course, clapped back at the time, stating that people were reading too much into it. But now those old rumors look more like prophecies. When asked about dating, she cryptically responded, "I'm keeping things private for now," which is code for I'm sneaking around with someone famous and y'all just aren't ready yet. And here's where it gets worse, according to an anonymous source who says she works with Bet's talent coordination team. Remy Ma wasn't even supposed to be backstage at the time. She had been sitting near the front row, 2 segments away from performing a surprise verse with Fat Joe. But apparently just before she went on, she asked to use the private artist lounge, where she unintentionally ran into Claressa and Papoose. Or was someone trying to get caught? Because guess what else? That same source claims Remy had been acting tense the entire night, not talking to many people, glued to her phone, and keeping an eye on the side stage assistant. She said she overheard Remy muttering, "If they think I won't show out here, they've got me twisted." Then, when the video leaked, yes, we have alleged cell phone footage, Twitter was on fire, and Remy dragged Claressa as if she had stolen her entire album. Papoose had women fighting for him like he was the last man with a pension. However, before anyone could portray it as a simple altercation, security stepped in, and one stylist allegedly caught a heel to the chest. At that point, the police were called because, let's face it, once things go from shade to shoving to someone's earring found on the floor, it's no longer showbiz, it's assault. The damage was done. The headlines were already writing themselves, and Remy Ma was arrested. After the Bet Awards brawl, he faces charges for attacking Claressa Shields on live TV. What really happened behind that curtain? Now, things get even messier because, according to the police report, someone from Ray's own team tried to spin a story to TMZ. Before the police report was even released, they said that Remy slipped and unintentionally made contact with Claressa. But the internet didn't believe it. especially not when slow-motion replays showed him grabbing her ponytail, as if he was attempting to drag her into next year. Papoose, however, was nowhere to be found after the fight. Witnesses say he fled the scene, while others say he left with Claressa, handcuffs, lashes still hanging on for dear life. And the internet does exactly what you'd expect it goes into. Full CSI mode within minutes. Twitter, TikTok, and even Facebook Andes were dissecting every angle of the leaked footage, as if they were analyzing the Zapruder film. One user slowed the clip down frame by frame and swore they could hear Claressa yell, "She's crazy," just before the hair pull. Another user claimed they saw Papoose in the background smirking. Yes, smirking, that's when the conspiracy theory started. Did Remy Ma said it, according to sources. A now deleted Instagram story from Bedscreen Room may have captured Claressa purposely guiding Papoose into that private lounge area, the same one Remy unintentionally walked into. It gets even more shady because guess who reposted that clip with the caption, "Y'all really don't see what's happening here, Maze." Yes, that Maze. The same Maze who has been clowning Diddy for weeks, suddenly inserted himself into this mess, and fans are wondering what he knows. Then, out of the blue, a suspicious Twitter account called The Real Actress starts tweeting screenshots. And this is where things get downright diabolical. One tweet read, "It was never about loyalty, Remys. Been the distraction, Claressa is the endgame." At first, people thought this was just a troll account, but then the account dropped alleged direct messages from Papoose to an unidentified user timestamped just days before the Bet Awards. One of them read, "I'm tired of protecting her image. When the truth drops, I'm done pretending." Another, "Claressa was there when no one else was online." And fans began comparing Ray's public outbursts to old interview clips, pointing out instances where she appeared emotionally checked out or already suspicious. One fan even unearthed a 2023 podcast in which Remy jokes, "If Pap ever cheats on me, it better not be with someone who could knock me out." Claressa Shields has since gone into strategic silence mode. Her team has made no statements. And her most recent post was a black screen with the words, "Still standing unbothered nuclear girl." Unbothered or undefeated in ruining marriages ain't the Olympics. Claressa put down her gloves and picked up a moral compass, as well as the number of rings you need for a championship or wedding. Not to mention the Free Remy movement. That the legal situation is getting serious. Yes, the fake version claimed that Remy was booked for misdemeanor assault, battery, and disturbing the peace. But the real deal is that prosecutors are allegedly looking through the footage to decide whether she can be charged with aggravated assault, especially since Claressa's team claims she suffered a minor injury and psychological trauma. If that sounds dramatic, it's because it is true. According to an anonymous source close to bed security, in just one day, fans posted old photos of Remy Ma in her prison jumpsuit as fan art. There were also threads about her prison workouts, and even predictions about how she would style her mugshot. Claressa, who is reportedly someone's cousin, was yelling for security to file charges right away. She allegedly told producers, "I'm a fighter in the ring, not in heels. I came here for an award, not an ambush." Meanwhile, Ray's legal team is reportedly getting ready to argue provocation, claiming that Remy acted in temporary emotional distress due to betrayal, emotional manipulation, and public humiliation. The cherry on top is that Papoose hasn't visited Remy in holding. From their hip-hop and love days, they whispered, "I believed in you, I defended you to my auntie." And that is what you do. Remy's son even allegedly posted a mysterious quote on his private story that read, "Loyalty is only real when it costs something." The drama isn't just affecting Remy Ma's brand. 3 sponsorships reportedly paused their partnerships. Her upcoming podcast was put on hold, and her bed appearance was removed from all official recap footage. It seems like they're trying to completely erase her from the night, but the streets are speaking louder than ever. One user wrote, "They erased her from the footage but not from the culture. Remy's been realer than 90% of the industry." Another user added, "If she did it for love, she did it for love, and if that's illegal, lock me up too." But others weren't so forgiving. This isn't love. It's ego, insecurity, and throwing hands because you lost control. If Remy Ma gets put in jail again because of Papoose, I'm deleting my Spotify account. Did Bet set it up for ratings? Is Papoose? Fans were not prepared at all for what happened next because, just as the internet was beginning to calm down, Papoose finally broke his silence. No, it wasn't a post or a tweet. It was an Instagram live late at night with his face in the dark, as if he was in witness protection. What did he say? Not much. I'll just say that sometimes the truth makes you shut up. After that, he logged off. Let's just say that one sentence broke the timeline. Fans are divided. Some believe he's protecting Remy, while others believe he's low-key riding with Claressa. However, the courts aren't here for the drama. Remy Ma is scheduled to appear in court next week. Prosecutors are reportedly reviewing not only the bed footage but also other incidents where Remy allegedly displayed public aggression, such as that heated radio interview from 2021, in which she almost flipped a microphone when asked about cheating rumors. If that wasn't messy enough, an anonymous employee of Papoose's camp leaked in a mail thread that seems to show reminders for a surprise private moment between Pap and Claressa. At the Bet Awards 30 minutes before the brawl, Remy Ma's mugshot is cold, no tears, no apologies, just that try me again stare she gave Nikki back in 2017. According to court documents prosecutors have obtained, this isn't just some viral moment, baby. It's a full-on celebrity collapse, and the consequences are spreading like wildfire. Remy was pushed to snap and follow Papoose's planet, all in order to finally walk away clean. Because as the curtain closed on Bet's biggest night, it wasn't the music that made headlines, but rather betrayal, blood pressure, and broken loyalty, all captured on camera. There were several camera angles from the Bet Awards venue, including backstage surveillance, according to a source close to the legal team. Those videos show Remy charging at Claressa with obvious intent to harm her, and Claressa allegedly screamed, "Pap told me to tell you right before the dragging started." Yes, you heard that right, and if that statement is verified in court, it could change everything because, all of a sudden, this isn't just about Remy losing her cool. It's about a premeditated betrayal. The centerpiece was the same one used at a well-known bet after party, which was verified by an event planner's now-deleted Instagram story. What does that mean? Fans are calling it a cold-blooded setup, with one viral tweet stating, "Remy went to jail for a man who was already making dinner reservations with the enemy." That's not love, that's lunacy, but it doesn't end with betrayal because the industry is reacting, and they're reacting hard. Bet quietly issued a press release describing the incident as regrettable and unrepresentative of the celebration of Black creativity, but behind the scenes, Bet executives are upset that their biggest night of the year is now known as the Brawl Awards. According to one source, several sponsors are threatening to pull money for the concert the following to be the victim. She is also getting heat, with over 75,000 signatures in less than 48 hours. The org petition, remove Claressa Shields from celebrity events until she apologizes to Remy Ma, is gaining traction. The comments are harsh. You shouldn't take someone's man and their moment. If Claressa didn't want to be dragged, she shouldn't have played in Ray's face. Says dodge punches in the ring, but she couldn't avoid a Bronx brawl. Additionally, there are rumors that a streaming service, yet to be named, is in early negotiations with Claressa Shields to produce a documentary about her side of the drama. The working title of the documentary is Undisputed Love, Lies, and Left Hooks, and the producers are reportedly promising never before seen. At a press conference outside the courthouse, Ray's lawyer, Latricia Knowles, who is undoubtedly fake, told reporters, "My client is not just a rapper. She is a mother, a wife, and a woman who was pushed to her limits by betrayal, public humiliation, and orchestrated disrespect. We will prove that Remy Ma was provoked. We will prove this was a setup. If that sounds crazy, you're not alone." They are allegedly trying to buy the Bet Backstage fight footage outright, involved in emotionally baiting both women backstage. And if it turns out that he misled Remy about his whereabouts during the event, he may face his own round of legal hell. To be honest, that's exactly what it feels like people are doing these days. For example, at the 2019 Breakfast Club, Remy said, "If I ever catch my man lying, I'm not yelling. I'm swinging first and asking questions later." Well, she wasn't lying, and even Charlemagne reposted the clip on X with the caption, "We should have known." Meanwhile, hip-hop is unbothered, and yes, there's a hashtag Free Remy Ma tour movement. Fans are hosting block parties, streaming her music, and posting old freestyle battles like She's Tupac in 1996. However, some were raising more serious questions. Was this marriage genuine? Or was it merely a branding ploy? Did Papoose emotionally manipulate both women to increase his own power? And if Claressa's story truly comes to light, what else will be revealed? Last night, an alleged Bet Awards staffer leaked an audio file to a gossip page in which a man claiming to be Papoose can be heard telling someone, "Once the public sees her lose it, I'm out. Let her go down with the show." If that audio is genuine, it transforms Papoose from an innocent bystander into a cunning villain who exploited to powerful women for attention before disappearing as soon as the chaos erupted. Fans are already calling for justice, not just for her, but for every woman who has ever been made to feel insane for responding to disrespect they never deserved, whether you love her or hate her. One thing is certain, Remy Ma didn't just punch Claressa that night. She also punched through the lies and the illusion. In a world where betrayal is filmed, edited, and posted before your tears dry up, Sometimes people only listen to anger. Now, we're left with the million-dollar question: was Remy Ma a woman scorned, or a ticking time bomb lit by betrayal? Did Claressa really cross the line, or was she just a scapegoat in a deeper game of manipulation? Most importantly, did Papoose plan this chaos all along? With leaked footage still surfacing, court dates approaching, and new rumors appearing on the timeline every day, we're not just watching drama, we're watching a public unraveling in real time. But what do you believe, that Remy was justified in dragging Claressa? Did Papoose set them both up for failure? Or is this all a twisted love triangle created for attention and betrayal? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear your most outrageous theories and ideas, as well as whether you believe Remy Ma should be forgiven or put in more handcuffs. If you're still holding your breath, don't worry, more shocking updates are on the way. Make sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications, because we assure you that the next bombshell could be revealed at any moment.